Alright guys, so I know a lot of people don't throw the bladed jig, the chatterbait. There's a bunch of names for it, but essentially it is a bladed jig. It's a jig with a blade. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips that'll help you become a better bladed jig fisherman. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the most basic tip I can give you that everyone's going to overlook. And it's simple. Take your bladed jig, trim the skirt. Okay? These skirts sometimes, they're longer than a trailer. Not really, but these skirts come in really long. And what that does is allow you, as a consumer buying this, it's going to allow you to trim it up how you want it to. Now you may ask yourself, why are you going to trim the skirt? Looks good like it is, right? Well, the skirt on a bladed jig is going to cause drag. You have drag on this bait, it's not going to hunt like it's supposed to. Because you have drag on this bait, it's not going to allow this trailer to do what it's supposed to. So the first tip I can give you is take a pair of scissors and go through and just trim up your skirt. Don't got to be too much. Just below the hook is where I would go. Tip number 2, choice of trailer. You have boot tail swim baits. You have straight tail swim baits. Okay, my go-to choice for trailers is always going to be the straight tail, and I'll explain why. You put this boot tail on the back of this bladed jig. This boot tail is designed to disperse a lot of water. What's that going to do? Well, it's going to cause drag on your bait for one. It's going to slow this down and prevent it from hunting. Second thing this boot tail is going to do is it's going to cause it to rise in the water column. The straight tail is going to allow this bait to hunt more, and it's not going to, cause this bait to rise, where this is going to do the complete opposite of this. So I feel like a straight tail, it was just designed all around for a bladed jig. And pitching a minnow and some forward-facing sonar, but you get my point. Tip number 2, straight tail over a boot tail. The third tip I'm going to give you guys is another overlooked tip. The most crucial thing you can do with a bladed jig is, in any bait really, is to impart action on your bait. Whether it is stop and go with the reel handle, speed it up, slow it down, your rod tip. Your rod tip. You can, as you're reeling it, you can lift it up, let it fall back down, you can hop it, you can jerk, you can do whatever you want. And then it comes to getting this thing hung up in grass. Getting it hung up in grass, bouncing it off rocks, bouncing it off wood, whatever it be. You can impart action with those simple tips, and it's going to help you, become a better bladed jig fisherman. You don't want to reel this thing straight back to the boat, right? Of course it's going to hunt. You reel this thing back to the boat and it falls, and then it jumps up and then it flees again. That looks more realistic. A bass is more likely going to attack that than something that's just hunting back to the boat. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I catch fish all the time reeling it straight back to the boat, but normally I'm around grass, so the grass is helping me impart action on the bait because it's getting hung up in the grass. So I'm using my rod tip to jerk it out. When it jerks out, it shoots out, and that's usually when I get those aggressive bites. Those are the 3 tips to help you become a better bladed jig fisherman. All right, you want to trim up your skirt. It's going to give it a more lifelike appearance, less drag on the bait. 2, you want to have the right trailer for your bladed jig. That way it can hunt properly and you can keep it down in the water column. And 3, you want to impart action on your bait. And that goes for any baits that you use. You want to impart action. You use those 3 tips, and I can guarantee it's going to help you, whether you've fished a chatterbait before, a bladed jig, or you're an experienced bladed jig fisherman, or you're looking, to get into fishing a bladed jig. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you smash that like button. And if you have any questions about the bladed jig or the equipment I use, drop it down in the comment section and make sure you stay tuned for the next one. See ya.